video, we're gonna talk about my hamstrings and my splits, basically my lower body. And I've had a very long journey with it, and well, basically, I told you, like, in the past, I'm like a couch potato, a couch potato. Couch potato, you sit all day, you get really knotted up and everything, let's just talk about my lower half of my body, so my pelvis down. And that part, it's always when you're sitting on a couch, you sit very like a lazy person, and you basically sit in a very slouched position. Your pelvis kind of rotates. It might be different if you have a belly, but when I sit with my pelvis rotated down, and what happens is that pelvis becomes this way. So when I started walking, it became like it was in a permanent that state. But so when you started walking, it just your pelvis is like this walking. So you don't go back to neutral position and then start walking like a normal person. No, you start with a tilted pelvis and start walking that way, and you work within that range. And I've always had that problem. So yeah, you would think I did a little bit of long distance running. I would run cross country. Cross country is like you run like 3 miles. When I was 15, 3 miles or like 10K or something. 10K, around 10K. You just do that. And you would think that would fix it, and you would think that it would fix it, but it really did not. It did not. You think your legs would be stronger, but you're running and reinforcing that exercise when you're 15. You're just reinforcing that you're wrong. Have you seen people walk on the street and they walk crooked, and then they walk crooked? They walk like slouchy. And think about it. They walk, but if you think the more you walk and you strengthen, then you would think that you would get stronger and be healthier. No, the matter of fact is it's you just end up reinforcing that whatever posture or routine you have, you just end up reinforcing that. And what happens is that you just that pelvis tilt. Certain parts of my body got stronger, like they get developed, like your calves and your quads upper leg. And what happens is that those things get developed. I had a knot in my hamstring, and then my butt, it was very weak. So those muscles get overdeveloped because they have to work extra hard in weird angles to compensate for the other muscles that don't work. And that you would think that I was stronger because I was running, but that lower legs was not. And when I was 17, I joined choreographed dance. This is me here. I don't know where I am. This is where I danced and did hip hop and like all that stuff. But I'm not in the picture. I didn't make that. I was just I'm not in the picture. And you would think I would be doing a lot of stretches. I would be doing a lot of stretches. Stretches like this, whatever, to get my legs, because you're doing hip hop, you're trying to do the whole hip hop dance and also the break dancing or whatever, trying to do the flares and everything. But you would think that with that kind of stretching, I've stretched a lot. With both, even with running and with choreographed, I did this splits, and then we did the front splits and everything. But yes, it was to the maximum of my limits. When you're doing splits like this, it was the maximum of my limits, but it wasn't enough. I keep saying this. You think you're stretching, but since you have a knot that's knotted up, right? You're stretching. That's as much as you can stretch, and it hurts. But with this knot there, you cannot stretch anymore. But you have to break up the knot. So I'll just pretend my arms are my legs. I stretch this way, whatever. Stretch all different ways, and yeah, and you would think that it would be enough, but no, it's not enough. You cannot stretch your knot away. You really can't. You have to break up that knot, and you would think that would do it, but so I also joined the military. You did a lot of calisthenics, and that's very natural. Your body weight, you're exercising with your own body weight, and you're doing a lot of sit-ups, squats, and whatever. You know, you would think that would form it. No. Again, you know, when I joined the military, it did do nothing. So you would, part of it is. So I still have this problem. So I'm still, because I guess I'm really, I've gotten to a certain point where I'm too lazy to do it. I played around with self-massaging my knots. Just basically you take the ball and put it underneath your leg when you're working on the computer, and sit there for 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Sometimes it'll actually go numb. And then after that, also you gotta break up the knots in your front of your pelvis. And so you do that. I do it because I don't do it because I know I have a knot and it's affecting it, but since I don't have a pain, I just kind of like I don't have the motivation. Maybe if I was accountable to the community to actually figure it out, I might actually improve on it. But I'm just, I'm being a lazy couch potato. I just admit it. I'm fine with it. So that is my self massage, my pelvis history of my pelvis, or my lower leg body. But still, so right now I am walking, my pelvis is still tucked in. I don't really care for solving it. I don't want to exercise. I'm just lazy. But other than that, if you like the content on this video, please hit the bell button and subscribe.